I know. That's
me
why you
saying
triggered
that.
me. And we're live.
Hi guys, we're
Hey,
live.
what's up, everybody? We have
morning,
audio,
everyone.
everything.
It's good.
Yeah,
Hey,
we do have
guys.
audio. We have the thingy. Okay. Yeah, nice. We're locked in.
Today's news:
Let them
Spider-Man.
cook. Spider-Man?
Oh, good stuff. I didn't like
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. Did I hurt you?
No. And I burped. You hit me as soon as I burped. That's why I was like, I didn't like that.
Wait, so you just burped in my face?
It was nowhere near your face.
Hi. You were gonna say something about Spider-Man?
Yes. Today's news: we just found out that Spider-Man has been hit by Dr. Doom. There's no report left about how he's doing with his health, but we have video footage of Dr. Doom attacking Spider-Man on the bridge.
Video footage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does Dad have this video footage?
Oh, just then we just found out that Fantastic Four is on their way to Spider-Man now to check on him with flowers.
Yay, Fantastic Four.
What's up, everyone? My name is James Joseph Merchant II.
My name is Zachary Joseph Walker the First, the one and only. It's just me.
Well, I have a legacy.
But Joseph squared, because that's Joseph 1. Or maybe, actually, no, I'm Joseph 1. Or it doesn't matter who's Joseph 1.
Well, you could be Joseph one. I mean, I guess what you mean.
I'm
'cause
Joseph Zero.
I'm first. I'm born first. So
I'm Joseph's Infinity.
Okay, King.
Kang? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
So what's up, everyone? How you guys been? It's been a while. I miss you guys. Me and Zach has been busy. Our lives been chaotic.
It has been.
It's
a
been
while.
crazy, chaotic, hectic. But welcome back to
Yeah.
season 3.
Season 3?
This is season 3.
I thought this was season 5.
No, we're on
Oh.
season 3.
Okay. Season 3, everybody.
So
We're here.
So superheroes is
kidding.
coming back. I feel like they're making strong impacts. I just found out my girl Viola Davis is going to be doing a live action Amanda Waller TV series. So I'm pretty
Yeah.
excited about that. You know what I'm saying? That's super dope. I love Viola Davis. Like anytime I get to see her work, she's incredible. But when she plays Amanda Waller, I love her Amanda because I hate Amanda in DC. Like
Yeah.
always hated her.
Oh, yeah. I got some shit to tell you today
About
that I know is going to make you hate Amanda Waller.
Again, I already hate her, but when Viola Davis play her, I'm like, all right.
It'll make you hate the comics version.
Oh man, all right.
Yeah. But continue.
No, but I think it's super dope. I'm super excited. I want to know. Oh, I heard my girl is also going to be in that Amanda Waller TV show. Our girl, The Bride. Apparently, the
Yes.
voice actress of The Bride is going to be on the, and she looks just like they have the same features and face.
Yeah.
I wonder if they did that on purpose.
I saw the picture of her. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how I didn't realize this before. But she's an actress that I've seen in live action before. So then
Superhero related or like non-superhero
no,
related?
just in other shit. I think it was something Disney.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's like affiliated,
Oh, okay.
So
Word.
yeah, so then I was like, oh, okay. I don't really like know much about her like acting wise. It was just like small roles.
Yeah,
know.
I think she looks
Interesting. beautiful.
They have the same, like the bride and the voice actress. I forgot her name. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. But
She's got a gothic look to her. So
yeah, they have like the same face like feature. I can see the hair. I was like, okay, this could be done really, really well. I'm scared though it could also be done really, really poorly. How they make the bride, because you know how sometimes they like when they do live action TV, like they like make it worse than it needs to be.
Varma.
What's her name?
Indira
Varma.
If that's, maybe we watched that. I don't know. But
If you guys know the correct pronunciation, please leave it here. But yeah, no, she's beautiful though, and I can totally see her playing the bride. I mean, she is the voice actress for the bride, so I'm excited to see that. But
Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's what I saw her in.
oh, okay, really?
Yeah, she was like a side character.
Oh, okay, word, that's dope.
I
But
had to like see it to remember.
But yeah, so I'm excited to see what this new Amanda Waller project live action is gonna be with my girl Viola Davis. That's super dope for her. So
Have you ever seen the Suicide Squad movies?
yes, I'm not a fan. Well, you know I'm just not a fan, and I don't like villains and I don't like live action. So you already know that was a double cancel. But I have seen it.
Word. Yeah, because I was gonna, if you didn't see it, I was gonna say that like I need to catch you up on it if you like Amanda Waller.
I only seen the first one. I didn't
maybe.
see.
Oh, you've only seen the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, so you might like the second one then, because the second one's actually like It's better. It's more enjoyable.
Is that the one with John Cena as Peacemaker in the second one? Yeah, right. Yeah, I didn't watch that one. I just didn't have a chance.
Okay, so yeah, there's that one, and then there's also you meet Amanda Waller's daughter in Peacemaker.
Because that's in his show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, I could catch you up on.
I'm not.
Okay.
Sorry, I just don't care for villains. Like I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, but she's
But
in the show.
Peacemaker's technically not a villain.
I'm not saying to watch it for those characters.
No, I know.
Amanda, and like because they give her. If you're interested, you're not interested. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
So
Don't
what's
think
this
that is.
tea about Amanda Waller?
Oh yeah. Amanda Waller, she's pretty evil.
Oh, Amanda? Oh, T. I'm
I did
shocked.
a thing. Remember I asked you to hang out earlier, and then you were sleeping.
Okay, don't remind me. My whole day was ruined.
This man calls me up at like 6:30. He's like, hey, I was sleeping.
Sorry, guys. I'm a gamer, so I was like playing video games 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. So don't be like me.
I did a thing, and I finally caught up on Absolute Power.
Oh, so what's up on that? What's up? I still have not yet to read about it. What's up with it?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get you to come over. I was like, watch this video. I'm gonna catch you up on it. This shit is absolutely insane.
All right, send me the link.
You're gonna go.
I'm gonna watch it at work because let's be real, I don't really do work. So send me the link.
You said it live.
And I still don't care. Just did my taxes. Not happy.
He said, "Fuck you" because of taxes. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I think it was funny. I watched it. At work
You can
too.
still tell us here though, because I am excited to hear what you have to say about it.
It was absolutely nuts. And like it was kind of crazy because it was including a lot of characters that like we know.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like I was going nuts watching the way it all went down. And I didn't think it was going to be as crazy as it turned out being. So yeah, it started out with like characters I didn't really know, like I don't know, someone named Dreamer. She might be more like new, but then it had this whole thing where the Brainiac Queen, which I don't know why it couldn't just be Brainiac, but the Brainiac Queen landed on Earth, which is basically just a female Brainiac.
Yeah.
Amanda Waller reprogrammed its AI to hate superheroes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she had it like hack the internet, and then there was like this whole part where like basically fake, like you know how AI can make fake like AI
personas.
art, like AI art.
Oh yeah.
Like it can make like a fake video and it
Oh,
looks like
did they
action.
make AI superheroes?
Yeah, and they were attacking people.
That's
attacking
such a
civilians.
good. That's such a good. One thing about me, because I love AI, and I think whoever wrote that and put that in there as a plot, you deserve your flowers. That's genius. I love that. I'm sorry. Dude. That 8. I don't know why I'm so excited about that 8. Sorry, go on. That 8.
Yeah.
That 8. I love that plot. I'm absolutely excited to read this comic.
Dude, it's crazy because like like you see like Superman's trying to like stop a robbery, but these people are like deathly afraid of him, and then you're like, what the hell, like why, like what? And then you turn on the news, and then Batman's in the Batcave, and he's like looking at it, and there's just all these fake videos of them attacking civilians, and the civilians are turning on them, and then there's this one part where Superman gets shot, and you're like, how is he getting shot? What's going on? And then they do like a little flashback. Amanda Waller found a whole army of Amazo robots. And then they started replicating the superheroes' powers and draining the powers. And one by one,
I remember the
they all
training
went
part.
out.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were capturing each power and taking each like hero prisoner one by one. Superman lost his power. Wonder Woman. Then they like took Brainiac Queen took control of Superman's son, John. Like for most of the story, and like he was like pretty much being mind controlled. Yeah, shit was going insane. Amanda Waller had like pretty much control of like the media, the government, like the public. You know, like everyone was turned against superheroes, and then fucking. Would you believe that? Tell me this. Would you, knowing what you know about Green Arrow, right? Oliver Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Could you see him being a traitor?
Yes. I remember that Roy Harper and him storyline where he was a traitor and Roy Harper was trying to give him back. But I thought in that moment, when I read it, I said, something tells me Green Arrow he's being a double agent. Like, he's a double agent.
Man's a freaking triple agent here, bro.
Okay.
He was like on some CIA shit, bro.
Okay.
So at this time in the story, the Justice League like disbanded. That was at the end of what was it? Dark Crisis. That was at the end of Dark Crisis. So like there's no Justice League. They're all just like solo heroes. And Oliver Queen knows that like Amanda Waller's up to something. So he's like thinking that he needs to make her trust him so that he can figure out what she's up to and like know all her secrets and be up to date on everything. But that he knows that she won't fall for it if it's just like him lying about it. So he needs to actually believe it. So he trains himself to like actually believe it. And then when like everything was reaching the climax in the story, then he was like, all right, a hero needs to be a hero. And then he finally like shot an Amazobot. This was like towards the end, and like he disarmed all of them and gave everyone their powers back. So he was like a whole triple agent, like, you know, making them think he was a traitor, but then he wasn't a traitor. And
Yeah, double agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Exactly what you said.
I can see that. I thought he was, and when you say triple, I was like, okay, so he's for Amanda, for Justice League, and then betray both Amanda and Justice League.
Well, it's because the beginning of the story, you don't know that he's a traitor. So you're thinking he's for Justice League. Then he turns out to be for Amanda, but then he's actually for
Justice League.
Right. But there also is no Justice League. So at the same time, he's like, you know, you guys should never have disbanded. We should have always been a team. So that's why I did this. You know, he was like, I was trying to understand her ways until I couldn't understand it anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, that's cool.
It was a whole cool story. And then at the end, I'm not going to spoil the ending for you because I already spoiled a lot. But the ending is nuts.
Nah, just say it. Just say it. I don't care. I'm going to still watch it regardless.
The ending is nuts, bro. Okay.
Go.
It gets to a point. Dude, anyone watching this, if you guys have read...
Oh, yeah, just letting y'all know,
we
do spoilers here. I'm sorry, I apologize. And I hate people like you that be like, why are you telling us? Get off the internet. Go.
I'm just saying, like, if you've read it, you know how insane it gets. And my excitement when I was, like, going through it for the first time. Dude, it's getting to a point where you're thinking, like, the story's about to end. It's getting to, like, a typical ending. It's like, they formed the new Justice League. It's like... And it's... Like, Dark Crisis happened a few years ago, right?
Right.
So we just had this absolutely crazy absolute power event. It took so much for them to defeat Amanda Waller, like going through the Amazobots and then taking down the Brainiac Queen and then getting her in jail. And then there was even a thing, like, when she was in jail, it was like she knows all the secrets of every hero. Like, she knew where the Batcave was. But this hero Dreamer, who like I said, I never heard of before, she was able to do a thing like go into her mind and erase her, like, not erase her memories, but she'd never be able to recall things. So she was asked, like, where's the Batcave? And she couldn't figure it out. She's like, it's like she couldn't.
So she clouds her, not judgment, but clouds her.
She hides it in like the back, like just out of reach of her thoughts.
Yeah.
Just out of reach to where like it's almost there, but it's not there.
Yeah.
You know? So
sounds like me with acting.
With acting?
Yeah, when I memorize lines.
Yeah, right.
I'd be like, I just read it.
Yeah, so it was just so much of a process to defeat her. And then at the end, they make a new watchtower, right, in space. And then they're all assembling up. There's a huge team. Oh, also, before I say this, there's a point in the middle of the story, which I think you would love, where Dick Grayson gave, like, this amazing speech to all the superheroes. Like, really inspiring speech. And then Batman's just, like, standing there, and he's, like, whispers to himself, like, that's my boy. I was like, oh, my God. This story is insane. This story is actually insane. What?
Nah.
Yeah?
No.
No?
But, hey, I'm part of the Bat family, so I don't care.
Dude, when you read it, it's, like, the situation that they were in, where, like, everything was looking dire, it was really looking like that it's the end. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, like, because knowing what I didn't know the story yet, but I knew it ended with everything destroying.
Yeah. So
I'm thinking, like, this is all going to lead with them getting killed off one by one. And it's probably going to be sad or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, so that's where I know it's gonna go in that direction. And then Dick Grayson's like, he just gives like the best speech, like one of the best motivational speeches to all the heroes that I've ever heard. And then to see that Batman was like proud of him in that moment, to me, I was like, oh, like this is getting insane. Like this is actually like getting insane. So then, yeah. So at the end, after they defeated Amanda Waller, they're all in the Watchtower, and they're all assembled up, right? It's looking like it's about to end. Like you're literally thinking like, all right, the frame's about to cut off here. Mm-hmm. And like they even got in new members and everything, right? Like Booster Gold was finally let into the team.
Finally, my boy has never get his props.
And he was so happy to finally be let in, right? So you're thinking like, this is it. Like it's about to end, you know? On to the next story, which is probably going to be Justice League #1 or whatever, right? All of a sudden, Darkseid comes in. Out of nowhere. Like you see Omega beams. And you're like, fuck, Darkseid? He comes in and he's he has an axe for an arm, and he's what's it called? He's bonded with Spectre. Yeah.
How did that happen?
So
that's weird.
He wipes through them, right? But then they end up killing him anyway, and then he leaves a tear in the fabric of reality, right? Then they do a flashback. In the flashback, they kind of had a reverse Thanos, like with Gamora in Infinity War, where he ended up sacrificing his arm. But then that wasn't enough, so then he had to sacrifice his son. And then after that, if he found Spectre, then he could bomb a Spectre, and it was like this thing that he found. It's like all this cosmic stuff, but yeah, eventually, like they explained it in the flashback where he did all that stuff. You know, just Darkseid being evil Darkseid, and it was basically once he died, like once the Justice League killed him, that tear, like because you know when the new gods die in DC, like they get reborn,
right?
So at that moment of rebirth, he was then able to create a new universe, and that's when he created the Absolute Universe, and that's when they showed like Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman, and I was like, oh, these are how the characters were created. Darkseid created them.
Yeah, I don't like that concept, but I'm okay with it because it's a new universe. I just don't like the idea of Darkseid creating these characters.
What, the evil Justice League characters?
Yeah. No, well, are they considered evil?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. Okay,
I mean, from what I've seen, they're ruthless.
Okay, so then I'm okay with it slightly.
No, that's what they seem to show.
Dang, why didn't they go a different route by like making Darkseid make the like Owlman, like I forgot Owlman's Justice League.
The Crime Syndicate.
The Crime Syndicate. I would have thought that would have been cool if he made his own version instead of just making replicas of evil Batman and evil Wonder Woman. Just make a new version and slightly altered. It's like an alternate universe of them, but as villains. I would have liked that idea. I don't want like copy and paste, but yeah.
I guess, but they all do sound like they have their own. Like they kind of briefly described each one. Mm-hmm. Like their names might be similar, but like Superman lands on Earth, but as like an adult. He just seems evil. I don't know. I guess it is just evil Superman, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, dang, they had a chance to like make.
Batman is killing. Uses guns. I don't know. It's just.
Wasn't Wonder Woman's finally not a feminist. She's just getting back shots and cooking for men.
I haven't gone into the solo stories yet, but they made them all into solo stories.
Okay. All right. You have me like here. I didn't like that. I didn't like that ending. I don't like that. Because it would just be so cool if you just make them like... I get what they're doing. It's nothing wrong with it, but... I don't know. I want new characters. So, like, it would have been cool if you just, like... made, like, an Ultraman. You know? Or something like that. So, he looks like Superman... but he's like a roguish version of Superman, you know? Like, that's what I was like that's why I said the Crime Syndicate. That would have been cool. We could have had like another Crime Syndicate, is what I'm saying. Going that route. and then some way somehow the timeline is where they mesh and they see each other and they fight. I would have liked that, and then they destroyed their reality.
I feel you. It wasn't the creation of the absolute universe that was exciting me. It was just like seeing Darkseid come in because I just wasn't expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was thinking like maybe Amanda Waller kills them, and she also had like this time travel technology, so I was expecting like she does something, and she was doing something multiverse related. So I was just thinking like she's gonna take control of the multiverse.
Imagine
And like
please
remake it. Like I thought she was gonna do that, and then they defeated her, and it was so hard to defeat her. Suddenly Darkseid comes in, and he's bonded with Spectre.
Yeah, that when you said that
to
threw
me-
me for a loop.
That's crazy. That's what was so crazy. And then after defeating him, they were like, okay, our first mission has begun. And then like, Booster Gold, like he was the only one that like he was up because like in order to go through that like that Terran reality, it was like only time travelers can go through
I'm
it.
about to say.
So it was like he just joined the team, and now it's like now he's getting put to like the test. Like now
Is
he's
he
got to
still
go.
comedic? Like
Somewhat.
his Booster Gold self.
Yeah, somewhat. To me, I don't really know the character too well, so I was getting kind of like a Spider-Man, but like adult Spider-Man vibe.
That's like
Yeah.
Booster Gold is like a mix of
I was actually
Barry Allen and Peter Parker.
I really liked him in this story. There wasn't a lot of him, but I really liked seeing like how he was like they're almost like it seemed like he was like the new kid of the team, you know, like I said, the Spider-Man, you know, and how he's like, you know, he was going in and, you know, he was like trying to prove himself. You know, I liked his character in this, you know.
Yeah. No, okay, that's cool. I like that they I like that. Shout out to Booster Gold. I feel like I need to start writing a DC, my own DC. Not to steal your thunder because I know you love writing DC, but I feel like I need to. I mean, I can always go into Marvel, but I just feel like there's so much stuff you could do with DC. There's so much stuff you could do with DC. I feel like
Aren't you a Marvel guy? Like I feel like you like.
I am a
don't you like
Marvel guy,
better?
but recently, every time I go to bed, Zach, when I go to sleep, you know, I dream of not dream, but I think of DC more than I think of Marvel now.
Maybe that means that DC's better.
I wouldn't go that route, but what I'm saying is, I don't know. I just feel like I could do so much more in DC than I could really do in Marvel, and I don't know why. When I go to sleep, I think DC first, and I'm like, why do I am Team Marvel, but for some reason DC just be having a hold on me, and I be like thinking about plots in DC.
DC's just got more possibilities.
Also, I think I did everything I have done with Marvel in my head, like new X-Men I made, Riot Squad. I think there's nothing else I really want to do with Marvel. You know, I just don't have anything else that I want to do with Marvel. DC, I want to make my own. That's the crazy part. I would rather make my own characters, like Royal Comics, but I would rather if I couldn't make Royal Comics, make my new creative characters in DC before I would want my creative characters in Marvel. I don't know why, but I feel more they would be set for DC before Marvel. You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like if I had these 4 characters that I'm really in love with, and I was to send them to DC, I feel like DC would take care of them better than Marvel would take care of and I'm talking animated comic series, not live action. I'm in charge of that. Because I ain't having that. But I feel like my characters will be well portrayed better and a better storyline in DC. That's just my opinion. Like Princess Aqua will be great in DC. Kenji would be great in DC because Princess Aqua would be like what, teaming up with like Batman. Kenji would be teaming up with Batman. Sophia would be teaming up with, you know, Wonder Woman for like her sorcery, and she has magical abilities, but she would just be under Wonder Woman's, like, you know, the women in Themyscira would be training her how to be a fighter, but she also has sorcery powers. She has like beef with Cersei. And then my guy Chase would be better like in DC for Superman, since he's like a Superman copy and paste. You know what I'm saying? Just like a jock Superman, you know, who's someone who never took accountability for anything finally takes accountability for something, and learning heroic work and learning responsibility and honoring and being brave, like how Superman is. Like Superman is teaching this like bad boy into a good guy. You know what I'm saying? They will be portrayed better in DC. I couldn't see Princess Awkward doing anything besides being an X-Men related. You know, I don't see her outside as a solo hero in Marvel. I just don't. So yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like DC portrays my characters in my head a better set in DC. My characters in DC, yeah. This is how I feel.
DC's just better. That's just all I have to say to that. DC's just better.
Yeah, so so I know you want to get into this. So y'all, he did me so dirty, y'all. I text this boy that I said, you know what? Captain America is out. Oh my God, I didn't think about that. I should be a really good best friend and text him because my job gives me movie tickets, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to text him and be like, hey, I got us 2 movie tickets to go see Captain America. This boy texts me and goes, bet, right? And I'm like, okay, word.
I sent him down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Down. He's down. I said, okay, cool. Word. All right. I'm excited. I'm about to be a good best friend. I got his tickets. How was Captain America? Yeah, I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, I saw it. I already had the tickets. I already had them. I bought them the week of. I was working on a movie, you know, and the tickets, like last month, and the tickets went on sale during the movie. You know, and I was so busy I didn't get the tickets. But usually I get the tickets the day that they drop. Usually I'm so like anal about it, you know. And yeah. So when I saw that the movie was coming out last week or this past Thursday, and I was like, shit. And then James texted me the day of on Thursday. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll see it twice, dude. I mean, even if I didn't have tickets, I would have just said to you, like I need to see it tonight because I have to see it when it comes out. Like, that's just how I am with these.
I know. Your mom told me everything. I know. You got to see it 3 times, sometimes 4.
She told you that?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah. That's how I fully process these.
Which is a very interesting thing about you that I learned. I said, okay.
You didn't know that already?
I didn't know how serious you were when it comes to doing stuff like that. I felt like you told me and I brushed it off, but like seeing how like consistent you are doing that, I was like, interesting, okay. Because I'm the type of person, when I watch a movie, I want to watch it only once. I don't want to watch it again. Like I hate rewatching movies. I would have to like watch it in a long time span again if I want to watch it, because I already know what's going to happen. So I just don't. Unless it's like, I don't know, certain movies, but 9 times out of 10, I don't want to rewatch a movie. That's just me. But I like that you have to rewatch the movie. Wait, so does that mean you saw not Infinity Wars, Crisis without me?
No, when I watched it with
keep it a buck. Did you watch it without me? Because I'm gonna feel some type of way if you watched it without me, and I'm over here, you watched it and you saw it,
No. When I watched it with you, that was the first time I watched it.
Nah,
yes, it was. Yes, it was. When it was the day of watching Crisis 3, before you came over, I had to watch 1 and 2 again. Because that's how I couldn't.
Right, that's how I first knew. Like, I'm like, oh, he watched it again. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's how I am. Because it's like, to me, it's like, I don't know. For some reason, it's like details can get like mixed up or like, I don't know. Like if I watch it again, then it's like, all right, I forgot that this happened the first time around. Oh, there's a detail I didn't see the first time around. And then it's like, once I have everything understood, then I watch it. Like, because the first time is always watch for enjoyment. Right. Then the next 2 or 3 times is like analyze. Yeah. And then after analyzing, once I know everything, then it's like watch for enjoyment again.
Well, that's what we learn in acting. When we get a script, we read it the first time for enjoyment, the second time to analyze, and then the third time to memorize.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess you could say I'm studying. I'm just studying it. I'm not really watching it. I'm studying these movies.
Okay. No, I feel.
I do that with any movie at this point. I used to be like really hardcore into like the Marvel movies when they were like big into like the MCU thing. Mm-hmm. Now it's like the MCU's falling off, the DCU's starting soon, and I'm just big like that.
Before we get into Captain America, real quick question: do you think the MCU can be saved they stop doing live action and go into just straight animation.
I don't think it's simply going to take one move like that to save the MCU. They have a bunch of like story issues, just overall universe issues.
Well, I'm saying because I feel like it would save them way more money.
I think I think their current universe right now is cooked.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't entirely their fault. I think they did make a lot of mistakes along the way.
Yeah.
But at the basis, it was like there were a bunch of characters that should have been interacting with each other.
Yeah.
And they didn't have the rights to all those characters, so now they had to split it up like this. You see what I'm saying? Like that's my visualization of it. It's supposed to be like this.
He's Italian. He talks with his hands.
That's what I do. I'm Italian. I talk with my hands. I talk with my hands. Hey! We literally just had that conversation in the car. And I told him to reenact it in here. And somehow,
I caught it. I caught it.
I didn't intend for that.
I caught it. It just happened so naturally.
It happens.
I caught it. But anyway, I'm sorry. You said here and here about MCU.
Right, because, Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, whatever, Fantastic Four, X-Men, they're all supposed to be existing simultaneously. Now they made one exist before the other. And
yeah, they didn't have to do that. They really messed that up.
Well, they didn't have the rights to the characters. Right. And they had to split up so many stories where it was supposed to be those characters, but then they make it different characters. And it's creating problems in the long run. Yeah. Plus combined with other mistakes made.
Well, that's why they was like, hey, multiverse, let's just get away with it.
Which I think had the reverse effect. They thought it would fix that issue. Yeah. I think it ended up harming it even more.
I genuinely thought it would fix that issue, but I feel like writing-wise, they kept messing it up.
It could have, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. The mistakes they made along the way, they didn't do it correctly because it could have actually fixed it, but then they screwed it up. Yeah, and now they're just desperate.
At this point, they need. I'm gonna be honest. MCU needs. I don't think they need Secret Invasions. I think they need their own crisis where it's just destroy and restart and
that's Secret Wars.
Yeah, I know it's Secret Wars, but I'm saying they need something bigger than Secret Wars. I know how Secret Wars end, but I'm saying they need something grand scheme to get people attention because no one cares about Secret Wars.
But that's what Secret Wars should have been. It's right. Like the climax. It's the end game, but bigger than end game.
Between you and me, I don't think they're gonna do Secret Wars correctly, or
they're not. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
And everyone knows that, which is that's worrying because it's
you can't mess up Secret Wars.
And that's exactly. And it's it's cool that we have I know that you don't like Iron Man to Endgame, but it's cool that the general public, it's cool that most people generally that we have Iron Man to Endgame, those first solid 10 years. Mm-hmm. I like those first 10 years. But I do think if you're going to prioritize a story that has a big climactic event, it should have been the Secret Wars. That should have been the saga that I would have been yeah, this is the MCU saga. I didn't want to be Thanos and the Infinity Stones. That's what represents Marvel because it really doesn't.
Yeah, I hate these Infinity Stones. I was such a big hater about Infinity Stones for real.
I liked what it was at the time because I knew that it was all they could do. But really, with Marvel, you think Marvel Comics. Fantastic Four and X-Men. Mm-hmm, you're thinking Mr. Sinister, or you're thinking Galactus. Yeah, Silver Surfer.
I was just about to say that.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
and they did.
What was that accent? Doctor Doom. You just had a whole New Yorker. I don't know what that was. Doctor Doom. Anyway, go on.
That's
the New Yorker in you. I don't know what that was though.
Italiano. What can I say?
Dr. Doom.
What can I say?
I'm that's your cousin on a first name basis. Dr. Doom.
It's just that's how I talk.
No, I know. I love it. It was just funny. I was like, yo, sometimes y'all don't know this, but Zach be having accents sneak out by accident, and it'd be
what are my accents?
It's he does British, and then
British does sneak out. I do it as a joke sometimes, but sometimes it sneaks out
he can be talking and he'll just have a British accent, and I'm certain words trigger him. You have a trigger with your words, and then all of a sudden today, I have never heard it pay attention to it, but now today I'm hearing more of his Italian side come out, and I'm well, what's going on? I don't know which one I want to sneak out and pop out, but
I don't know. Sometimes it's I have days where I just talk in these I can't control it.
I know you can't. It's a trigger. It's how Black Widow have a word and she just Like, I don't know how it is with you. You just have a words, and then they just trigger out, and they just sneak out with your accent. I'm starting to think you was a spy, and then
yeah, I'm an Italian spy.
you was an Italian British spy.
Italiano.
You was a
spy.
triple agent, just like
Green
Oliver.
Arrow.
Oh, Green Arrow, yeah.
Oliver. Ollie.
Queen.
Olive.
All right. Anyway, go on. Because I really do want to know.
Olive Queen.
I really want to.
Right? Isn't that?
I'll hurt you. I just want to hear what you have to say about Captain Falcon because I already know Secret Wars.
Oh yeah.
It's done.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. So yeah, I saw Captain America 4.
You are scaring me. Okay, well.
Oh yeah, that's right. I want to ask you the question because I asked you right before.
Yeah. So I heard.
What have you heard?
I heard a lot of people in the comments are defending it. Like I want to say, like 75% of the people in the comments when I read it, on like these, superheroes like social media pages and stuff like that, people are defending it. I see 75% of people really deeply defending Captain America. I haven't seen it, so I have no judgment on it. I just didn't want to see it. Not knocking it. If you want to go see it, go see it. I'm just not like a huge fan. But 25% is like it still was a crappy movie. It was a trash movie. So you seen it. How did you feel about Captain America? Give me your rawest opinion about Captain America. I'm so curious because you're making me nervous with these facial expressions. So,
yeah, it was garbage. Yeah, it was pure. Wow, that was quite a reaction.
You know why? You know why? And a lot of people are defending it.
Yeah, I don't see how.
I from the trailer and I just had my gut told me it was gonna be trash. Also, I did that reaction for clickbait because I'm cutting it for hate. Anyway,
it's really sad because like I said, I really enjoyed the Iron Man 2 Endgame arc of the MCU. Where we at? We're not going over. Wow, 8:40 already? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I really enjoyed those first 10 years. And in that time, I didn't like Captain America 1 at first, but the more I went back to it, the more I was like, like I really like this, like the story here, and I really like this character. Like I really came to like the character and what they set up in that movie. And then the Winter Soldier like changed the game. That was the second one. That like changed the game. I was like, yo, like what they're showing, like what they can do with these Marvel movies now. And then Civil War came out, and me and Dad saw that in the theater. And that was the one where Spider-Man was introduced. And that one was my favorite one at the time. And
really? You like Civil War?
Yeah, that one's one of the best one of the best movies like ever. Like even like I rank that as like one of my top like maybe 15 favorite movies ever.
Okay.
And it was just a really exciting time. So to be back in the theater to watch another Captain America movie and for it not to be good. And the fact that it's a sequel to Captain America and also a sequel to the Hulk movie, which I was the 2008 Hulk movie, which I've been waiting for since 2008 when that came out.
Yeah, I kept saying, how you going to have a movie about Hulk with no Hulk?
That's the problem. That was the issue. And the whole time I was thinking, like, Hulk's got to come out at the end. Like, they got to bring Hulk back. They never did. I'm thinking, like, not even She-Hulk? Like, nobody. But, yeah, I just remember thinking, like, that ending to The Incredible Hulk when the Samuel Stearns gets the thing in his head and he's becoming the leader. I'm like, yo, like, they'll get back. I always said, like I always knew, one day Marvel's going to get back to this. And I was so excited for when they do. And they did. But goddamn, bro. Yeah, so the leader, there was concept art of him leaked, right? And it actually looked good. Like it looked right. His head was like huge, right? But in the movie, he looked. It was actually crazy. There were like these guys sitting next to me, like these delinquents, right? And as soon as they showed the leader, like everyone was laughing, and every time the leader was shown, the people next to me would just. They said the R word. They were like, this guy looks, So, like, I don't want to say it because it's not a nice word. And I mean, like, while I don't condone that language, I like everyone in the theater. Like it wasn't just them. Everyone in the theater was literally saying like, this guy looks like a piece of shit. Like he just looks so stupid. He looks like an idiot. And here's the thing: that character is supposed to be like he's the leader. Like he gets the whole thing in the comics. He has a big brain, so he can make good calculations. He's really smart. That's the whole thing. He's smart. He's intelligent. And that's what they say in the movie, that he can make these insane, impossible calculations, right? Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, everything he did in the movie just always ended up in him failing. Like, he always failed, and then he ends up turning himself in, and then he fails after he turns himself in. Like, no matter what, he was just stupid. So, like, just put it simply, like, he screwed himself. There were never any stakes in the movie. It never seemed like it was the leader versus Captain America, so it even makes you question why it was a Captain America movie. At that point, you can only just say like it was a Captain America movie in the way that they used their symbolism.
Right.
Which that's where I found it was that the movie kind of intrigued me, because Donald Trump just became president, right? He's Republican, so you have the red. So there was like the Disney symbolism, because you know Disney's liberal. So like they put in like the General Ross becoming president. He becomes Red Hulk. Mm-hmm. He destroys Washington, D.C.
I never would have got that. Like, never would have associate the two like that. But okay, I see what you go in there. I never would have associate
I'm not sure like how planned that was, but I say it was definitely planned by the fact that he was destroying DC. Mm-hmm. Like, there was definitely symbolism in the fact that he's destroying DC. Mm. Or, I don't know. I don't know how much of it was like... They were definitely connecting it with the election, for sure. Mm. But I don't know how much of it they were trying to say, like, this is supposed to be Trump. But I always know that, like, with Captain America stuff, they're supposed to go political. Or controversial, I should say. Because Captain America was always controversial since his first comic book. So that's why I say that. But, yeah, it seemed like it was really, like, the leader was really, like, coming at General Ross. And now, since it was a Captain America movie, I'm thinking, like, you know, it's going to be this whole conspiracy. General Ross is, like, involved in, like, this, I don't know, maybe with Kingpin or something.
Oh, okay.
Like, or President Ross.
I know he's supposed to be coming up soon, so Kingpin.
Yeah, in Daredevil, which is next month.
Yeah. Oh, cool to see the connection, though.
Well, that's what I was hoping for, but
I thought it was gonna be a connection. My bad.
I was hoping it would be like this big conspiracy, because in Captain America 2, it was like, oh, Shield is secretly like Hydra, you know, and the government is actually Hydra, and you know they had to, you know, it was like this big twist on everything. So I thought it was gonna be this big conspiracy. It was just, and the Serpent Society was in it too, but they were just like a red herring, and he used the Serpent Society just to like carry out his plan. But the whole thing just turned out to be that Ross was dying from a heart condition, and the leader was just giving him pills that saved his life. And Ross was like, if you give me these pills, I'll pardon you. That was it. But he didn't pardon him. He never pardoned him. So the leader was like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. So he made him become Red Hulk. He put Gamma in the pills, made him become Red Hulk. And that was it. Like, there's not much stakes to that. That's it. That's literally the whole story. There's not much stakes.
It doesn't sound interesting, but I just knew going into it, I was like...
They should have done more.
I'm not excited for it.
And it's sad, because you see, like, where there was, like, the possibility.
Yeah.
Like you see where there was almost a good movie. Like, you can literally see it while watching it. Like, this was almost actually a very good movie.
Yeah.
There's so many scenes that are, like, very good tension building. But it's just because you know that everything else that's going on, it's not working. But, like, you can take some scenes... Oh, sorry, Mike. Sorry, everybody. I just hurt your ears. If you take, like, some scenes out of it and you change the context of what's going on, then some of the scenes actually become really exciting. So, like, yeah, like, the movie almost needed, like, a few more drafts. Or I know it went through reshoots, so I don't know if an earlier version of the movie was better and they made it worse. I don't know. But...
That's so sad, because he's starting out strong... And for him to come back for the MCU, and this is what you're giving me. I'm like,
yeah, it's sad.
So did this tie in with anything with Secret Wars? Or no, this was his own standalone movie kind of a deal?
I don't even know. I mean, the leader might come back in Secret Wars. So here's the connection to Secret Wars that I got.
Okay.
The post-credit scene.
Oh, yes.
Sam Wilson goes to visit him in his cell. The leader stands up, and he's like... because he can make impossible calculations. He's like, there's other villains that are going to come. You should be afraid.
Okay.
That's it. It ends.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh.
And he was basically, he said something that or no, I think it said that Captain America will return in Secret Wars after that post-credit scene.
Like Chris Evans or
like Sam Wilson.
Oh.
So that's how you know that connected to Secret Wars. So that's it. You're just basically saying that he was just he's making the impossible connection that one day Doctor Doom is going to come. That's it. Because maybe he figured out something about the Tony Stark connection with the face, him looking the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he figured something out, so the leader's going to come back in there. But that's basically it. He's saying that there's other villains coming, and that Captain America should be afraid. And he's pretty much talking about Doctor Doom. He knows someone like Doctor Doom is coming. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah, they did it in a really bad way.
Yeah.
And when
feeling it.
When I watched it, it gave me the idea that they had other post-credit scenes and that this scene was meant to be during the movie, and that they did all this shifting around when they did the reshoots.
Yeah.
Also, there are some good things about the movie. Like
the fight scenes was cool.
The fight scenes were actually really, really good.
I heard about that.
There were really, really good fight scenes. For what it was worth, the actors did all right with their roles. Like, they weren't really given much to work with because, like I said, there was not really much for the characters to go through.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you have, what's his name? Carl Lumley, right?
Oh, yes, that's his name.
Yeah. He's playing, what's the character's name?
From what? Is he a Marvel character or is he like a written in character?
Yeah, he's Patriot's grandfather.
Oh. Sorry.
Why can't I remember his name right now?
See, I know very little about the Patriot.
I'll get in a second. But he was in the movie. You know, his whole character is about like, you like went to jail, and then he didn't, like, he wrongfully was accused, and then he got accused again of trying to kill the presidents, and he didn't want to go back to jail. Isaiah Bradley, that was his character. Isaiah Bradley. Yeah, he did a really good job when he was like, like scared to go back into jail and all that. They put Giancarlo Esposito in the movie. He was playing the Serpent Society leader. He did really good as just like a menacing villain, but that was it. But his performance was really good. They also had Tim Blake, the guy playing the leader, Tim Blake Nelson. He's a really good actor in general.
Yeah.
He was actually, I thought while watching him, he was pretty menacing. Just his character sucked. Harrison Ford, I liked him as Red Hulk.
I kept hearing his name a lot.
They brought back Liv Tyler to be Betty Ross, which I thought was cool. And Bucky made a surprise appearance in the movie.
Oh, did he?
And that was probably the best scene in the movie. That was a really good scene.
I'm sure it was like towards the end.
It was like in the middle. Because Sam has a new sidekick, like a new Falcon, Joaquin Torres. And at one point in the movie, he gets like shot down, so he's in the hospital in a coma.
Oh, wow.
So then you hear Bucky's voice, and he's like there to comfort Sam. And when I heard Bucky's voice, I was like, oh, nice. So it was like a good moment.
That's cool. That's cool.
That was a good moment.
Oh, that's great because
he's got long hair again.
Basically, this is like Meanwhile Thunderbolts, but he comes in.
Exactly.
So then maybe like there's a Meanwhile, and then Falcon comes see him in Thunderbolts.
Could be.
That'd be kind of cute. I love how they making them two ship like in like.
Yeah, there's
like,
definitely a connection. With
they're
the two
definitely
movies.
the Batman and Superman of the MCU right now in a sense of friendship. Like
they're a good duo.
Yeah. I like that. That's cool.
I like that comparison, Batman and Superman.
That's what I get. Like comparison of friendships and superheroes. Like they always like. This is his standalone movie, but here come his friend, and then I would like for Captain Falcon to come into Winter Soldier's, Thunderbolts movie as, his friend. So that's pretty cool. That's dope.
You have some comments from Fremder.
From Fremder? Let's see. Andrew Fremder is talking to us. He said DC is better. Haha.
Okay. Are you happy about that comment?
Yes, I am happy.
Okay.
DC is better because they're not owned by Disney. See that?
I agree.
They still.
I hated Disney owning Marvel. I hated that. I 100% said Marvel is going to be messed up when Disney buys it. And no one wanted to listen to me because everyone was on Avengers DIC. Won't finish without that K. I'm tired of Disney owning Marvel. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, that's a good thing about DC and like being owned by Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Or not owned by Warner Brothers, but having the they're not held back. Like they can go R-rated if they wanted to, which is cool. I mean, Disney's starting to do that.
Marvel doesn't have to be R-rated, but just Disney is just cookie cutter, and I don't want cookie cutter.
Like even when Disney goes R-rated, they cookie cut it. So I know I know what you mean.
I know what you mean. Deadpool, X-23.
Yes, exactly.
Let it go.
No, but not even just like I'm talking about like Moon Knight. It's like
oh yeah,
like you take Moon Knight, right, and then you take Daredevil, like the Netflix Daredevil, put them side by side. It's like there's a clear difference in how they show the violence, and it's like Moon Knight is still portraying that violence, and I would say is the darkest thing Marvel's done so far. Mm-hmm. But it's still like it's the way Daredevil's portraying it is like you feel it, like you feel the world that he's in. You don't feel the world that he's in Moon Knight. He's driving around in a truck that's playing happy ice cream songs or whatever. Like, meanwhile in Daredevil, you feel it. Like, you're like, he's in a world where human trafficking, they're kidnapping women and children, and you're feeling it. You're like, yeah, punch him. And you're like, in Moon Knight, it's like, like you don't feel it, that it's like, he needs to enact revenge, But like, Moon Knight should be a Daredevil type show. But anyway, he also was saying that this shirt is the cover of the first Spider-Man comic he owns.
Oh, cool.
Which is cool. I can't read which comic it is upside down though, so I don't know if you could tell. I don't know if it says it's Spider-Man number or whatever.
Number one.
Just says number one.
Yeah. It's like, wait, can you move the?
Or Andrew Frender could tell us.
Wait, can you move the fanny pack?
Don't say.
Yeah, I can't really see it.
It don't say.
It's cool shirt. I don't know. It's like a little too faded for me to read it.
Dad, how much time are you down to go for?
Go 5 minutes longer if you want.
Okay.
Why, is there something you want to say?
A few things. Okay. So there's a Fantastic Four trailer that came out.
Oh, damn. Why we should have brought that up earlier, because I got some opinions.
And we were...
Damn, I forgot about that. I got some opinions. Real quick, let me just shoot it down the line. Invisible Woman, you're eating. No, you clear. Good job.
Okay.
At first I didn't know how I feel about Pedro. Right? Pedro? I didn't know how I feel about him. You're safe. You're not up for elimination. The two that's up for elimination is Human Torch and The Thing. Very disappointed. Very disappointed.
The Thing was perfect.
No, he was not. I said I can't get past. He is making me not like this movie. I can get past Invisible Woman and ranks of what I can get past. I can get past Invisible Woman. She's great. Mr. Fantastic, he's safe. Human Torch, I'm being biased because he's just not hot to me, but he's safe. The Thing, I don't know. When I watched the trailer, I said, I don't know. Something just doesn't feel right with him. And I can't put my finger on it. But he didn't. I couldn't rock with The Thing. Tell me your opinion. I'm listening. I just couldn't rock with it. He's the only one that I was not feeling. There was more to it, but I got to rewatch the trailer because I know if I watch it again, I have a better review for you guys next week how I truly feel about it, because I watched it I think 2 weeks ago or a week ago and I lost my train of thought, but those are what I remember. I knew I was okay with Invisible Woman. I was okay with Mr. Fantastic. I wasn't okay with Human Torch, but I let him kind of secretly slide, and something about The Thing just threw me off. Your opinion?
I felt like The Thing looks exactly like he does in the comic books, which none of the other movies got.
It wasn't
right
about
all.
how he looks. I think it's his personality. But I got to rewatch it again to tell you how the
that
pinpoint
actor
it.
is like on phenomenal level, like Oscar deserving.
Sometimes
level.
it's not the actor. Sometimes it's the dialogue, and the personality that you're bringing into the character. I separate the actor from the character because I'm watching a character. I try to do that a lot. Like, but regardless of that, I'm gonna rewatch the trailer and I'm genuinely gonna, because I remember that's what I think I text you about it and I said I got some things to say about Fantastic Four. So I gotta rewatch the trailer and I'm gonna tell you how I truly feel about it. Overall, I'm still excited to watch Fantastic Four, but some things just I was like not feeling. So I'm going to say 6 out of 10 watching the trailer because I'm still excited to see it. But yeah, that's just how I feel.
I'm actually gonna say 6 out of 10 also, but not because anything I thought was really bad. It's just because like, just seeing what we've gotten of Fantastic Four previously, like. This trailer doesn't really prove to me that this one's going to be the good one. You know? It's like, this could still turn out bad. But Galactus, me seeing Galactus.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
First, the shadow over Manhattan. And then his head. He's huge. All right. Hold on. Pause.
Right. I'm clipping that.
But still, Galactus.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem.
I went nuts. I was on set, bro.
I didn't have a problem with that. I was like, okay.
Dude, I was on set when that trailer dropped, and I saw Galactus's head. And bro, we're about to go for a take. Dude, I'm the first AD. I'm the one running the set, and I'm looking at my phone, Galactus's head, and then I look at like my friend Josh, and I'm looking back at my phone. Josh, I gotta get Josh in this show. We gotta get Josh on here. He's very into this. Josh and his brother.
Have I met him or no?
You've seen pictures of him like that I've posted.
Okay. Word.
But he's cool. Josh Graydon and his brother Jake. They're
Word.
cool and they're into superheroes.
Word.
But yeah, they were like, we both looked at each other and like when I get really excited, my eyes start watering up. Like when I was watching watching Absolute Power. Yeah, so like I literally looked at him and we're about like we need to go for a take, but my eyes are watering up. I'm like, oh my god, that's Galactus. He's not a cloud.
Not the cloud.
I get very excited about things.
Anything else you have about Fantastic Four? Oh, you know what? Let's table this. Oh, what you have to say? What's up?
The AI.
What about it?
Or it's possible
My
that
best
they
friend.
used AI on a Fantastic Four poster that Marvel posted. How do you feel about that? Because a lot of people are shitting on Marvel for using AI. Because you look at the poster, there's a lot of mistakes. Actually, I should have sent this to Dad to throw up, actually. Because let me show you this real quick.
Well, I was gonna say because I want to do another review on Marvel next week, so we could table it because I know we don't have that much time. We could table it.
Okay,
And-
then I'll show you the poster in the meantime, and we'll come back with the poster next week.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that. Whether
Okay.
you think it's AI or not, and then your opinion if they should use AI. So we'll hold that question.
I'm gonna automatically say no, but yeah, sure. But we'll
Okay, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But I have no problem with AI. I know a lot of people don't like AI. I think AI is a cool concept, but not for production produce reasons. More so for enjoyment, entertainment, for personal use. Like if I'm doing it for me, sure, but not for public, like to share. You know?
Yeah, because that was the thing they posted. Like it was a Fantastic Four poster, but like you see like mistakes that it looks like AI mistakes would have. But I don't know. Maybe they were Photoshop mistakes. But if you take a look at them.
All right, we'll get back into it. But that's all the time we have for now. My name is James Merchant.
James Merchant.
And we're out.
Goodbye.